Hello and welcome to the Sports Pitch Podcast, the NRL Round 14 review. How are we today, fellas, on this fine Tuesday? That's why this episode's coming out a day late.
That's why.
That's why.
Yeah, you think you're smarter than you.
Okay.
Thus why
Yes.
shall
Not pass.
not pass.
Yes. Is the
It's cold.
life morale, is the words he goes by, Casey, but, you know, he's pulled back away from it, so.
What is he talking about?
Thou
No
shall
idea.
not pass, because Casey never passes.
Who the hell is Casey?
McLean.
I've called him Casey like we're best mates.
Someone's not studying.
He's been passing.
He has.
He has.
So he does pass.
No, I don't think he's been passing.
He has.
I think
Yeah.
Jenkins been more involved.
No, Jenkins is always open.
He's a strong runner.
There's
But,
a reason why
Jenkins is a
Jenkins
good
hit
player.
150 on Supercoach this
and I
week.
didn't play him.
Because
I
McLean
did.
passed. Well, what about Adam Khalil sold him for Lee Half Party?
Oh, that is a shaft.
What an idiot.
That is a shaft.
It's not an idiot. It's a good trade, but
What a dumb. That's not a good trade.
it's
You
a
don't sell
great trade.
Jenkins.
Yeah, you do.
Bro, his break even was like 15.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true.
Leroy-
If you had him for this long, you keep him.
And I didn't play him, so I'm dumber than Adam.
Who, Leroy Jenkins? Who's that?
Leroy
I don't
Lars.
fucking know. Anyway, how
'Cause
are
you're
you?
a fucking...
How are
Cold, bro.
you? Yeah, it is cold.
Good, cold. I'm excited. I lost my voice. I don't think my voice is lost. I think it came back to me.
Yeah, mine was like after the game.
It was a good weekend, all in all. Good game.
Yeah.
Good
Oh.
weekend. Good game.
Maui?
Maui?
Yeah, great. You?
Good, fantastic.
Oh, God, I'm happy
Ecstatic.
For you. That's great.
If you want to see how happy we were, me and Khaled, videos on the channel now, the match day vlog versus the Eels, Galvin's debut. It's up there. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I'm sure you will enjoy it. And let's get into it. Round 14 kicked off with the new... What?
How are you, Ali?
I'm good. He already asked.
He said, how's your weekend? I want to know how you are.
Thanks, bro.
He said he was great. Do you listen?
I want
Mo-
to know.
He said he
just
was
said it.
great.
But like no one cared at the time. Now, I
Oh,
wanna
now
know
you
how he
care?
is.
Okay.
I'm good.
That's good.
Thank you.
I reckon I
You're
could...
not cold, huh?
I reckon I could
Oh, yeah,
stir one
but-
of your drinks and it'll turn into a slushy. That's how cold my fingers are.
Yeah, what? I've got frostbite.
I'm repping the Sports
You
Switch. Link in the bio if you want to get this shirt.
You know,
I'm joking. We don't, please.
unless
Unless you want one. But get ready to get upcharged fucking 300%. Anyway, Knights v the Sea Eagles kicked us off. The Knights with the upset win, 26 points to 22. In a game that was 16-0 to Manly at halftime. Fucking, I don't know.
Cuz,
What do you say, honestly? What do
when
you
we
say?
spoke about this was a guaranteed win.
Yeah,
for
because we
me.
were so sure.
Bro.
We
what
were
ha-
so
what happened?
sure.
What happened?
They forgot. They didn't come out second half.
This is rugby league.
Rugby league.
Yeah, it is rugby league, but fucking Manly, throw it in the bin.
I think Hopewadi was in for a cracker game
Yeah, 100%.
until
He knocked
Until
himself
2
out.
minutes in.
he didn't even look that bad.
Yeah, but no, he did, bro. He fucking...
When he got up, he looked bad. But then the
What
video,
was it? Did he headbutt the floor?
He
I can't
headbutted
remember.
the floor trying to score a try that he dropped as well.
that's it. Yeah, it
Yeah,
didn't
which
look that bad.
And got everyone that owes him on Supercoach 2 points.
No, it went down, I think, to 0.
No, it was
No,
on
no,
0.
updated to two.
Updated to 2.
Oh, well,
if it
that's
was on
good.
0, you would have got a player from your
No,
reserves.
you don't.
Yeah, you
Because
do.
he played.
Doesn't matter if you get a 0.
Yeah,
No.
this is a bit of a
Yes.
controversial
Is that true?
discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. People
Yes,
saying yes,
if
people
he
saying
ends
no.
on 0, you get your
didn't happen
lowest
when
scoring
Cleary got
non-playing
0.
player. That never happened. If every time it's happened, you get your lowest scoring player.
Shit.
Anyway,
Yeah, it was good-
there is
good
no
game.
excuse for Manly to lose this game.
Just 0.
Absolutely no excuse.
And there's no excuse for the Knights to find this attack that they'd never had.
It was unbelievable.
I think they look good.
Fletcher Sharp was on a matting.
He was looking sharp.
Fletcher Hunt. Wow.
Can jump.
He looked good.
Can jump for
He
days.
introduced himself. Like, he looked good. When he played the Dragons, when you guys kicked every time to him, he was very good in the air.
Yeah, he was good. Under the high ball.
But this was introducing himself to the rugby league world, this game.
And he done it with a bang.
Wow, bro. Wow. He scored a try and then he set up the winner in extra time. This game went to extra time. This is unbelievable, this game.
know.
I can't believe it.
Wow.
Right, Manly is 16-0 up against the worst team in the comp.
By far.
By far. And the worst attack as well. And they scored 26 points against them.
In the second half.
Yeah, in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That was
It's crazy.
The Knights just doing what they do every year. They come back.
Oh,
at
is
this
it time?
This is the time of the season.
It is. It's always Origin period. Right after Origin, they pick up.
Tis the season.
I literally just
Yeah.
think it's what's his name? Adam O'Brien just
Saving his job again.
buying himself another week.
Another contract. Another year.
I think if they just let Fletcher Sharp do what he wants to do, not what he has to do, just do whatever you want to do.
Play in front of you.
And eventually, play in front of you, eventually things will work out. And Ponga, I love, like, they're not so reliant on him anymore.
Yeah, but they have to be. That's the
They
problem.
have to be.
They got to get him more involved.
But I feel like now their attack is like sort of spreading, like, bro.
What attack, bro?
Wait, hold on. Dane Gagai.
Yeah, he absolutely.
This
killed
Queensland myth is gone.
Yeah,
Because he's killing it in
it.
club
He's
level right
absolutely
now.
killing.
He's
it.
in the
Yeah,
prime
he
of his life.
This is probably the best. Like, he hasn't looked this good in club level.
in a long time.
Probably since Rabbitohs.
Long time. Even
Since,
a,
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
fuck,
is it's but he's looking very good in a poor team. So you don't know if that's putting
Yeah, but
some
they won the game. So, like,
emphasis on it. Yeah, I know, but this is not the only good game
no,
he's
no.
played.
Gagai is a good player, bro.
I think he's picked
good.
up.
He's
Yeah, I
so,
agree
no,
with you.
he's in the prime of his life right now.
He- he's playing fantastic.
Bro, he's going head to head with the youngest centers in the game.
Yeah,
Because he was even when we versed them, because he ran amok on that side.
Yeah.
He just couldn't finish what he was doing.
He's looking good, bro. As long as he looks good, whoever's on his outside can get easy ball. And if you remind me, who's on his outside? Schiller.
Sheila, yeah, who's
James Schiller's on his had the
Wasn't it
worst game
Mazu?
of his life.
he's
Wasn't
not
it
the
Mazu?
best player.
No.
Sheila's on his
They
outside.
pushed Mazi on the left ages ago.
Yeah, and it's Badman Best and Mazu on one edge, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but Badness is not there.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
what I'm
matter.
And
saying.
isn't
talking
Hunt
about
the
the
other
other
winger?
Yeah.
What's wrong? What are you confused?
So who's outside him?
Schiller, I just said it.
But it was Mazu and Hunt.
Yeah.
No. The right side is Gagai and Schiller. The left side is Best and Mazu. Why are you confused?
No, Best isn't playing.
I know he's not. So now it's
So who
But
was it?
Hunt is on the other wing.
So who played
I
centre?
understand.
Who's
Why-
the other
so
centre?
what's wrong?
Hey?
Who was the other centre?
McCarthy.
I don't know.
No, he dropped out for Mazu, didn't he? Yeah, Mazu played.
Oh, sorry, Mazu came back for this game.
And
Yeah,
That's what I'm
centre?
saying.
yeah, but Mazu is on the outside of Gagai.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not.
So who is?
Schiller!
But Schiller didn't play,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
did he?
Yeah, he had
Bro,
one of the worst
bro.
games.
But wasn't Hunt on the
Oh,
other wing? That's what I'm trying to say.
But what's his content?
Because either Mazu or Fletcher played centre on the other side.
Mazu playing centre?
One of them.
Okay.
Why are we confused?
Because there's three wingers.
Oh, no, but I was talking hot.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
keep
I-
going.
Yeah, but I thought
I
Mazu was
agree.
on the wing.
Fuck. Schiller had the worst game of his
Good
life.
start, yeah.
Well,
But then-
I didn't notice him clearly. So.
Well, he had the worst game of his life, but then Gagai just made it so easy for him to score. I think he scored a double.
He scored a single.
A single.
Scored one try, but the poor bloke, bro, he had a shocker. 5 errors is unbelievable.
Yeah,
You don't like
it's-
him, mate.
Schiller,
Yeah.
I don't rate him. I don't like what they've done to him on social media.
That's- I wanted to
fucking
bring that up.
Filthy.
What they do to him?
You explain what happened.
Well, you
Do you
posted
know?
it
Well,
So
we'll
talk about
post
it.
it on the page.
on the Instagram if you're not following. It's in the description.
One of the Knights supporters just messaged him after
Oh,
the
I
game.
seen that.
Bro, they threatened him.
Yeah, but they won the game.
They put him down. They told him, you played like shit and you should get like...
You're lucky you scored a try in
You should
that.
go take your own life. Like, what's that bullshit?
No, that's rough.
Like, this
That's
guy's a
stupid.
20-year-old, just come from the Raiders,
Yeah.
from a very good system, a very good coach, to a lower team.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, come on, man. Like,
'Cause
all right,
that's-
the errors,
and they won the game.
there's no
Is it-
excuse for the errors, but relax. Like,
Yeah, he's a
like,
fucking grown man, cousin. At the end of the day, it's a fucking game. Kick it, cunt.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
Yeah,
game.
that's a drag.
Yeah,
It's
he got
ju-
no. He
it's fucking
deactivated his
filthy.
Instagram. They shat on him. Guru shared it everywhere, and
Yeah,
they just
everyone
they
pumped
jumped on his head. Which,
No, and he
I
fucking
loved
deserved it. He
That's
fucking
behind
deserved it. But no, the Knights, that last try, it was unbelievable. Ponga kicks the ball. Fletcher Hunt, that performance was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Jumps up high, bats it back, and mainly not a single person contested that.
Yeah,
kick.
No one at all.
They did
They
not
let
care.
it. They
That's-
let it. Fucking.
Literally,
Yeah,
that
they-
second half, they might as well just stayed in the sheds. I swear to God. Because it would have been probably a closer game if no one came out. I swear. That's how bad these cunts played.
Due to Schiller's errors.
DCE had so much to prove. So much to prove. Nothing.
He done good the first half. He
First half,
came
they all
out
played
firing
well.
the gun.
Yeah, but then the second half, when the game was on the line,
Yeah.
and you expect these experienced players, your fucking Origin captain caliber player, this guy, to stand up,
What
he
Origin
didn't.
captain does?
And that's why he's got dropped. I think he had a chance to fucking retain it, and he just pulled that.
I think he had a good game. But
Second
fuck,
half-
when they
second
needed
half was
him,
dog shit.
when they
Disappeared.
just needed him to kick, get him in good position, get
Wasn't
him
there.
good ball, good
When
service.
they needed anyone, but where was anyone?
Yeah,
It wasn't there. Thing
Hey,
is-
Olakuatu,
Olakuatu.
you guys keep saying he's overrated. honestly, I don't.
Ever since you shat on him, he's been unbelievable.
He's watching.
Yeah,
Surely he's
100%.
watching.
We appreciate the support.
Hey, he's a unit.
He's a tank.
Bro, he is. When he plays to his full potential, try stop him.
Yeah, he played so
That
well.
early ball he gets,
Yeah.
when you give him space, bro, any center in front of him just
Yeah,
non-existent.
what are you gonna do? What can you do?
Put yourself in the center shoes. You're getting
You
fucking
can't
No,
do
no,
shit.
honestly, he is a unit of a
Yeah,
thing, bro.
but you go back DCE, he was non-existent.
Yeah.
Luke Brooks,
Hasn't been existent all year, by the way.
what the fuck? I think he's got 3 tries this all year.
Yeah.
Khaled was saying
No, there you
you were
go.
saying you didn't rate him, mate. At the start of the season, you said, well,
I was happy for him. He went to Manly,
yeah.
but I don't think anyone rates him.
No, well, he had a decent start to the season last year.
Last year.
Like, he had,
But that was it. That's
Yeah.
the only time. Like, what's he done recently? Nothing.
Like, he left and everyone at the Tigers like, fuck, he can play when he's not in the system. And then he just started showing his Tigers potential again.
I think he's had 3 good games since in 2 years. I would say
No,
3
he's
dominant
probably
games.
his first 6 rounds last year was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just dipped and it's just gotten worse. He's non-existent. And now DC doesn't give a shit. So fuck, that team's in a
So
rut.
no one's existent.
A rut. To lose to the
This is
Knights
why-
like that, it's fucking
Yeah,
bad.
well, this is why these mid-season transfers, even if it's not mid-season, these mid-season transfers, something should change. Like, if there's anything we can take away from other sports,
Transfer window.
what do you
Transfer
call
window.
them? Transfer windows.
You
would
need
be
a transfer window.
because it causes ruckus with the fans, with the club,
'Cause we
with
have
the
it-
games.
And when players sign somewhere else, they don't want to be there anymore.
What's the point?
Guys, I completely agree with you. We have a 6 months off season. 6 months.
Yeah,
Pick 2 months. Pick 3 months.
yeah.
Pick 4 months. All the changes get made there.
That has to change.
All the
yeah.
signings get made there. And if a player, no one's allowed to fucking approach a player during the season.
No,
Right?
massive fines. Just to
Massive fine.
honestly prove
Oh, Uncle Gus would be getting
make a
fined.
statement.
Yeah, massive- it has to
even
be.
the Bulldogs, bro.
Has to be.
Well,
Gus
yeah,
wants to go talk to the players, fucking fine him 40 grand or
It
take
has to be. Now,
deduct some points.
if
off
a player
off the
wants to
club.
leave and negotiate with another team, get released.
Yeah,
Get released.
When you're released, you do whatever you want.
Yes, once you're released and you're a free agent, they can come in.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what should happen.
I
So
agree
this
with that.
bullshit doesn't happen because DC does not give a single fuck about Manly anymore.
100%. He doesn't. And you
And it's
can tell.
fucking sad because Drake Travojevic and and Turbo are coming out and saying, fuck, they offered, I think, Turbo,
They haven't offered him nothing. Turbo's asking.
no.
For a pay cut.
Apparently the offer that's going to come in for him is around
750?
700.
But the rugby league won't allow it.
Why?
What do you mean? It's so much lower than what you get.
Yeah, but it's
No,
because
I
of his
think there
age
is,
and
but
injuries
because he's not in
and everything. They're gonna let
Origin,
it. They're gonna let it.
He's not playing. He played in Australia last.
He said, I'll
year.
take less.
Yeah.
And then he said, if they don't sign me and we don't come to an agreement,
He'll retire.
I'll retire, I'll go play in Super League.
Yeah.
I'm not playing against Manly. You got that same bloke in the same team as DC who does not give a shit. It's
Yeah.
fucking sad.
It is.
It's sad.
You got players that wear their heart on their sleeves, and these bloke was.
Yeah, doesn't care.
Or whatever.
Anyway, let's move on. The Storm 38, the Cowboys 14 in what was a very good game. First half, it was well contested, but the Storm just... It's just the cream rises to the top, as they say. They're just too good. Like, I thought the Cowboys were in the game, especially in that first half, for a very long time. No.
Yeah. I don't know. The points don't
Justified?
really justify this game.
Yeah.
I feel like it was so much closer.
It was,
What
it
did you say?
felt
What was the score?
38-14.
I watched the game. I did not even know that.
Yeah,
Honestly, I
38-14.
thought it was probably like
When I
30
seen
to
the
22
first
or
half,
something.
all I can think of was the podcast because you both said 13 plus, and I said, Melbourne by 1 to 12, because I knew it had the potential to be a fucking tight game.
Yeah.
And in the second half,
Which
I
it felt like it.
Yeah, it did for majority of the game.
It did. I wouldn't say Storms play good, bro.
Well,
I would
they
say they just
done Storm's thing.
played by the system.
Yeah.
And they got the win.
They just executed well.
But fuck, Cowboys look good. But again, Cowboys by their own system, they can't win these games.
No.
Like Cowboys aren't used to winning these games.
No, they're not.
They were grinding. They were a grindy team, but fuck, I don't know. Their errors, man. Drinkwater's errors too.
Yeah, he did.
It
Have a lot
wasn't
of
Drinkwater because I think Jackson Paulo made some poor errors.
Yeah.
Poor errors. There was one where, like, off a kick, he caught it, done the hard part, starts running, drops it.
errors.
Yeah.
How many errors did he make? Jackson Paulo, 2. Scott Drinkwater, 4.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
Drinkwater
he had
has
a lot
But
of
Drinkwater
errors.
had a cracker of a game, but other than the errors,
Yeah.
other
But
than
he
the
always
errors,
does.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
How fast did he look for that first try?
Yeah, the second try, he
The
looked
second try,
very good.
He looks good, but like, we say this about Reece Walsh. How good can you be until your errors don't really make you who you are in that game? Like
Yeah.
they always their errors is what the final conversation is about Reece Walsh and Drinkwater
100%.
because they're not doing so much to where they're winning the game and like sort of
Like shutting down the errors.
shut down the errors.
Yeah.
Drinkwater's errors are always at crucial moments too.
Like, you know, it's crazy, this game. Like, we're talking about, it wasn't the Storm. The Storm were good enough to win, but it was the Cowboys who gave the win to the Storm.
Yeah.
Because if the Cowboys came and held the ball better, they win that game.
That's it. If they just
They
hold the
win that
ball,
game.
Yeah.
61% completion.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's rough.
61%. I think that's the lowest I've read all year.
What was the Storms on?
The Storm was 81.
Oh,
They held the ball.
No way
Guys, you know what's crazy? Okay, like, listen, 54% possession to 46%. Run meters, the Storm only had them by 120 meters.
Yeah.
So-
They had so much extra ball, yet it was only 120 meters extra they ran
So
that
they
game.
just executed in the right times.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is. And if the Cowboys held the ball, it's line break 6-all. 6-all line breaks. Like,
Yeah.
the Cowboys had a great game, except when it came to the crunch time and in their own half. Fuck, how many drop balls was in their own 20?
Yeah, most
they-
of them I think were in there.
It was a lot of
They
them.
just
were in
came
their
at
20.
crucial times. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, you can talk all you want about Drinkwater's talent, but bro, 4 errors is not good enough.
Nah, 16 errors all up for the
Give
Cowboys.
me-
Especially from your main player.
Give me 250, give me 220, 250 meters like Tedesco. Give me 3 errors. Give me, 2, 3 errors. Not 4 errors and run for, I doubt, probably what do you run for? 200 meters?
Yeah, 210.
But
210.
one of them was the 80-meter try.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
That was
give me,
150,
if you give me
but still, big
220,
meters.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
I guarantee Tedesco has a lot of errors in him. But
Yeah.
no one sees that.
Yeah, because of his performances.
Exactly.
Because he's
So
always
But
given 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
His errors
Exactly.
are for over effort.
exactly right. That's actually
Yeah, no, the Storm, and like Jerome Hughes had probably his best game in a while.
He did, yeah.
Right?
Harry Grant didn't have a shit game.
Harry Grant, you see, Harry Grant just needs game time. And the more game time he gets, the scarier it's going to be, especially with the Origin looming. But no, I think the Storm's done what they had to do to win. The Cowboys came and gave them that win on a platter, and the Storms took it.
Yeah, and fuck, Elisa Qatar, bro.
He's
I love-
unbelievable.
How do you go from looking like that in the Warriors? He didn't look that bad in the Warriors.
Because his
But he didn't
debut,
look this
his
good.
debut year,
Didn't look nowhere near
I
this good.
can't
Marlon.
remember, but I think he won Rookie of the Year in his debut. I can't remember, it's off the top of my head. He looked great. His second year was so poor and then got injured. And then after that, when he came back from injury, the Warriors dropped him. He was
Yeah.
always on the reserves.
Yeah.
Melbourne picked him up because he is top 3, top 4 most consistent second rollers in the league.
I love him. I actually love him. He's so good.
Bro, I've got him one.
I'm just because
Like,
I can't think of the top of my
Consistency,
head.
yeah.
Consistency
He
one.
is so consistent.
Most
week
talented?
in, week out. Week in, week
Bro,
out.
Most hardworking.
Why is
Hard
he?
worker, yeah.
I think the reason why he's not as talented as maybe other back rowers is because the way his body's built, right? He doesn't have. He's not like as maybe as long as Olakawatu or as gifted as probably Angus Crichton. But fuck, man, his consistency out of this world.
It's the effort. It's the 1%ers. Because they put a high ball to him.
Yeah, they
kick it
kick to him every time. Every time on that right
It
edge.
tells you that he's always going to try and get there to the ball.
Yeah, and fuck, when they need something happening, just
He
give him that
does it.
short ball and he's always
Yeah, he
there.
does it. That's it. Great win by the Storm. Again, they can only play against what was in front of them. The Cowboys, again, if they held the ball, they win that game. We move on to the Dolphins versus the Dragons. The Dragons 50. The Dolphins 56. The Dragons
Bizarro.
6.
I love it.
We gotta just throw it to you.
No, I
Just
got
talk.
nothing,
No, Mo, we talk.
I got nothing to say. Well, I have nothing to say. I can't, for the life of me, defend this. I can't. I've given up. I can't support this team. I have lost hope. I had hope at the start of the year. I had hope. At least to fight for the top 8. But when you display something like that, and then, bro, like no one gives a fuck. You can't concede 56 points just because a winger got injured. It makes no sense.
It's
How
very
the
true.
fuck do you concede 56 points? All right, the Dolphins, they're fucking good. Katoa's good. But he's not 56 points good.
I think he is, bro.
Bro.
I don't
56
want to take up this
runs.
much time talking about the Dragons.
I don't. I want to talk
Because
about them all.
Fuck me
Like,
dead, the Dolphins, bro. Katoa. At this age,
He is.
Cleary wasn't doing this at this age.
No one was.
Cleary was winning comps at this age.
Cleary was winning comps at this age.
But not
I'll say that.
Not individual.
But not looking
performances
as
like this.
gifted and as creative as Katoa, bro.
Katoa has literally the fucking moon is his ceiling.
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
yeah.
Literally.
He looks like a once in a generational top player.
Because you know what's so good about him? Every halfback that hits the line and then fucking get the ball out is so good.
Yeah.
You see Nathan Cleary's, Katoa's, all the players like that run to the line and then they can pop
Yeah,
up.
play at the line and play. He's the kicker for the Dragons. Square.
Yeah.
They play square.
He's not scared to get hit.
That's
is
what
what
it
you're
is.
trying to say.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no.
because when you
he's
play
not
square,
scared to
Yeah,
when
hit
you
the line,
play,
you don't know what he's doing.
yeah, when you play square and at the line, the defense stops.
Yeah.
The defense stops.
And then they've got enough pace to burn
To
around.
do whatever they want. Yeah.
The Dragons, on the other hand, where you got fucking Josh Flanagan, cuz he's running, he's crab walking to the side.
It's
You know what
always-
he's doing.
It's always sideways.
Like
When a
it-
player's running sideways, what are they going to do? They're going to pass to that end. They're passing that side. He never squares up the attack. Never. The few times you guys looked good this year is like really good and threatening is when Damien Cook moves to lock
Yes.
and plays square because that's all he knows, Damien Cook.
Yes.
Right? And plays square and he creates so much opportunities on the left and right. Didn't happen this game.
It's not going to
my
happen.
God.
And cuz the team, we have another video to film, but this team list that fucking, you know, when we dropped that team list video, cuz I can't. Wallah, I can't. Like, it's unbelievable. I don't know if you've seen the team list, but it's fucking ridiculous. I'm starting to feel like Shane Flanagan does not know what the fuck he's doing.
I think I said this 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and I agreed with
you.
you.
I think time's up, bro. Like, I think Flanagan, I'm not saying time's up, get rid of him. Maybe he's just not built to have such a lower class team to be able to. Don't say Sharks. Please don't say Sharks.
gonna say
because he
Sharks.
recruited Ennis and no one in this team comes close to Ennis. Please.
Okay, yeah, he recruited Ennis. Let the guy recruit.
Recruited Ennis, recruited Baba. Please, cuz. Had Finucane with him. Don't bring up Sharks, please. For the
We had
life
Paul
of me, don't
Gallen.
bring up
Cuz he
Sharks.
when
Had Paul Gallen.
he got to the Sharks, Paul Gallen was there. They were fucking always a bottom eight team.
When people say, look what he done to the Sharks,
Oh,
don't
no,
bring up
this
the
is
Sharks. cuz.
stupid. This is
Don't bring up the
stupid.
Sharks.
It's
cuz.
not stupid.
No, it is stupid.
It's not.
Flanagan's a good coach. You don't have a fucking top 8 team. You don't have a
He
top
hasn't
8
built a
team.
top 8 team, Ali.
He's building one. Give him
Bro,
fucking time.
Please.
Cuz what coach sees the problem? His son is the problem. His son's the problem.
That I can't defend.
Well, exactly. He's the one
That I
picking the
can't
team.
defend.
Cuz did you see the team list for tomorrow? For this week?
We'll go through
We'll
it
get
in
there.
the video.
Mo.
I know, but did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, thank
Who
you.
I'm more upset about is Tongia because he's a fucking good player.
Yeah.
But how can you play good when everyone around you is shit? He can't even. He's trying to run the ball, but his decoys aren't running. His block plays aren't working. His front rows aren't getting a roll on. What do you want him to do?
You know what? Listen, it's a shit performance and they got pumped. But this is, you guys, what, 3 wins in a row?
No.
2 wins and a bye.
2 wins in a bye.
Yeah, cause relax.
2 wins in a row.
Yeah.
It's 1 loss. Okay,
You
it's
know what? One
massive,
game.
but it's-
You know what? One game that they had a very good game in. Cook was in center. Cook needs. And I feel like Cook needs to be there 80 minutes. Wherever you put him fullback, but I don't care.
He was center this
But
week.
Little needs to play 80 minutes, cuz.
Yeah, 100%. Because you know my biggest problem. Because you know a coach from who was number 7 when King Togia debuted? Togia.
Toga, yeah.
Who's number 7 now?
Flanagan.
Did you see the excuse he gave to give him the number 7 jersey?
Yes.
He came up to me and said,
We must take the pressure off him.
"Who the fuck? Is his son's telling him what to do? Give me the number 7 jersey."
Yeah, that's
Is his son running the club? That's what pisses me off. He's not a fucking good coach. He's a cockhead.
I think it's a
you
good
can't
He's
tell
a
me,
fuckwit
bro.
coach.
You can't. He's a good coach. It's fine. You can be the greatest coach, but sometimes the best coaches can't fix the worst team, cuz you know that.
It's not a bad
I know,
team, but that's the problem. It's not a good team, but it's not a bad team.
But
They could scrape wins.
there's
They
names.
shouldn't be losing 56-0 or 56.
No team should lose. I don't care who you are. No team should lose. But
Do
bro,
you want him sacked?
Who? No, of course not. I actually think he's a
I
good
wouldn't
coach.
even call for that, bro. But start making moves. When we had these problems, Sirota didn't know what to do. He bring in Khalid Rajab. He bring in Kyle Lawapu. He moved Avarilla to fullback. He started moving shit around. Why?
Yeah, he tried to
He's
do
Just so
that.
you can
numbers
tell the
shit out.
fans, look, I'm
Okay, but it's
trying.
different. This is they're still in top 8 contention. When he
Not
started,
anymore.
they're still in it, whether you like it or not, mathematically.
Why
Okay.
not anymore? One loss, 56-6. That's it. We're done.
They're still in contention for the top 8.
Yeah, you understand, yeah.
Yeah, okay. We had no fucking hope.
Nah.
No hope. That's why I started moving shit.
Okay.
Guys, but you try something. If something's not working, you try.
And he did. He bought in King Togia. His son's gonna go next. His son.
When?
His son's gonna go next.
No, he doesn't have to go. Push him to 14.
No, cuz, drop your son.
He's not going to.
He has to drop his son.
Flanagan's okay off the 14, cuz.
He has to drop his son.
Give Little a rest. Come on for 15 minutes.
Give Little a rest. Put King Kentucky at 7 and put Little at 6. Wallah, I will.
No, because you need Little in the middle, tackling hard. But back, bro.
Dolphins.
Sorry, cuz.
Dolphins.
This Dolphins team.
They look good. They
Wow.
look very good.
You guys aren't good. You just come up against the best, most informed halfback.
Yeah, let's say
Like,
that.
you could say that.
Is that a top 2?
No, he
No.
is.
Top three.
He's the
Name
most
a more
informed
informed
halfback.
Right now, no one.
Yeah, he's the most.
So he's the most informed
halfback.
halfback. Come on, bro. And
And he had him on strings, cuz it was like a puppeteer.
Cuz
puppet master
everything
just going
worked.
hard.
look how happy
It was
Nicarima looks, bro. He
unbelievable.
can do whatever he
Oh,
wants.
Nicarima-
Nicarima can't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, no.
Because Katoa's just, he's putting it on the platter for him.
Because he's learning to play his game. What's Cody Nicarima's strength? Running.
Yeah.
Because just let him do what he
If I
wants.
could find Penrith, I'll be spewing.
Yeah.
Spewing.
Yeah.
They
Katoa.
lost him. Katoa was
Katoa
a
was
Penrith
the man.
junior. And they had so much raps on him.
Fuck,
But
man.
well, no, Herbie Farnworth
He's,
is fucking my god.
Because Bostock. Flying.
And you
He's
know
flying
what?
it.
What's the
He's a Dragons Junior.
He's a Dragons
Buster?
junior, yeah.
Yes.
And they let him walk out the door.
Cause how
There's
many
no
wing-
spot for you.
How many
Stones on the
wingers
wing.
and centers have we got rid of? Cause him. We got Garrick, Saab. Cause every club that knows how to jump and fly is a Dragons Junior. And then we got who? Corey Allen and fucking Sloan on the wing.
how do you think, bro, Herbie Farnworth, bro? Anyone at Redcliffe right now is so lucky to be that way because no one talks about him.
Yeah.
Katoa for the next few years can become the greatest halfback in the world and no one's going to talk about him.
Why?
You know who's going to
Just-
talk about him? Whoever's got a podcast, whoever's a footy head, these old heads. But these casuals are not going to talk about him.
'Cause even
you
the
go on
media
the road
doesn't
when
talk
I
about-
mention Katoa, they say, who's that?
Even the media doesn't talk about him. As long as Nathan Cleary's in the comp, he's flying
And
under
that's
the
good
radar.
for him, bro.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
He's
of
flying
course. He
under no
gets to
pressure.
develop.
And
no
in a few years'
pressure.
time, when they get him in the New South Wales team, bro, who the fuck is that guy killing it?
Zero pressure, cuz.
And
No one's talking
don't
about him.
know, bro. And fuck me, bro. Just
They looked outstanding, but
They were
They do,
fantastic.
bro.
because when they I know you just had a depleted team, they put 44 on you guys.
Yeah, no, I
It's
agree.
big. That's
No,
big
cuz,
for the
listen,
best
That's
defensive
good, cuz.
team
They've
in the
beat
comp.
the Bulldogs. They've beat the
Storms.
and they've beaten all these other teams. They are very,
so
very
they're beating
good.
the lower level teams
Yeah.
and
When
the
it
top of the
clicks
team.
for them,
Yeah.
they are very hard to stop.
Yeah, of course.
Because they're both like their middles are hard. As we speak about their age, and it's still a weakness,
Yeah.
right? But no one's exploited it.
Because no one works as hard as them.
They are hardworking, right? Wolf has got them fucking unbelievable. I had
Credit
him,
to Wolf, by the way.
I had him as my spoon. I had him winning the spoon.
Because they lay a platform for Katoa. That's what they need to do.
That's all it is.
Yeah, that's
Qatar
all you
plays
have to
and their back line, young, fast, fucking athletic as
Yeah.
shit.
And have heart.
We
cuz
didn't
they
even
wanna
speak
beat
about
it.
Isako's performance.
Yeah,
How good was
my
Isako?
goodness.
They're unbelievable.
Well, 3
Because
years
the
ago,
back five.
Unbelievable.
yeah, well, 3 years ago, Broncos said we didn't have a spot for you.
Yeah, and he's
3 years ago.
bro. They would love him right now. They're
Oh,
Broncos.
him and Farnworth,
Oh
they're
my
crying
God.
right now.
Wow.
But that's enough. The Dragons very, very poor. The Dolphins were fantastic, and now we move on.
Yeah, baby. My new team.
Sharks 10, the Warriors, the Waz 40. Wow,
Waz,
what a
baby.
performance!
Up the Waz, baby.
Here. I said my head is saying Sharks. My head. What do I know?
You don't know nothing. That's the
What
thing.
do I know?
Yeah, well, clearly nothing.
Nothing.
How good are the fucking Waz,
Yeah,
bro?
Fuck me, dead.
If you think Dolphins have heart.
Oh my
Hey.
god!
Oh my God, the was.
From one halfback to another, bro, Metcalf is flying.
Because I am on the Waz bandwagon. So hard right now.
Well,
Because if you
let me
have us
put-
on Instagram,
Here. Right there.
up the Waz, baby.
Moe's become that, the Homer Simpson. I'll put that up as well. He's become that.
Oh my god, a team that's gone from strength to strength every
Crazy.
week.
Every
in,
week they look
out.
better.
They do.
And every time I say, oh, fuck, I think this is the week they're going to lose. No,
No,
they
no.
so good.
Warriors in the comp. This is
Yeah.
they're part of that cycle now, where every year now, they could be a threat.
Except for last year.
That top 8. Well,
Yeah, I don't know what happened last year. but that's
last
a one-off
year,
season.
but it was obvious last year. They were just they were holding on to
They were
some
trying to
players.
keep Johnston.
They were holding on to the old style when they should. It was time to move on. But this year, fucking look at that. But Clockstad, by the way,
Oh, God.
going to another level.
Whole
Oh
new
my
level.
God.
Whole new level.
Helasema,
You talk about hard workers?
yeah, Clockstad.
Please name a harder worker.
Wallah.
Yeah, no, he puts his heart in. Because did you see how many tries he saved?
Oh
From
my
the
God.
Very
Oh my God.
unbelievable cuts. That is how you want a fullback to play, because there's no one in front of these cunts except for the line, and he comes out of nowhere and fucking rips the ball.
Fullbacks and tackling. In a game, a fullback will make 5-6 tackles.
Yeah.
Make 12.
Yeah. Well,
Probably 3 of them were try savers.
More, bro. How much times was he there?
Yeah.
Last ditch, getting under the ball. The guy is such a fucking hard worker. Such
He
a
had
hard
a quiet
worker.
season last year too. I'm so happy he's bounced back, because look at him.
So good. Bro, Kurt Capel.
Oh,
Fuck,
he's
made the Origin.
so defensively sound, bro.
Yeah, he literally made the Queensland side.
Because you chuck him in centre, you chuck him in second row, he's doing a job.
He'll do a job.
Far out.
I don't think he's the best at centre.
No, but he does his job.
He'll do a job. And that's why he got picked.
Yeah, 100%.
He's so versatile.
That's what you need in the Origin play. You don't need flashy. You just need the hard workers that'll do their job.
Yeah, and then Luke Metcalf this game was unbelievable, right?
He scored every game, has he not? In the last like 5 games?
He didn't score this game.
He didn't, yeah.
Do you know who did? Do you know who got a double? Harris Tavita.
Yeah.
He's so underrated too, cuz
He's so underrated.
I fucking love the way
Harris
he plays.
Tavita is so underrated.
Because the way he hits that short ball as well in front of the line, because he can do it all, bro. Wallah.
He's so good, and it's just crazy that a couple of years ago we're going to lose him. Rugby League was going to lose him. He was thinking of retirement because of injuries and all that.
That's right, yeah.
I'm so glad he stayed because he's so fun to watch. Because his whole team, I love him.
Yeah, we can go 1 to 17. It's
I
all
love
effort
all of
plays,
them.
by the
It
way.
is.
No one's, like, besides two of us, Shaq, tell me who's, like, fucking crazy talented. What, him and Metcalf?
Well, no, they're all talented, but it's hard.
No,
work,
what I'm
guys.
saying, superstar talented, bro.
Yeah, like Roger's name. Like
Yeah,
the
like,
name.
you don't have Tedesco's in his team or fucking Reece Walsh's in his team. You know what I mean? Like, bro, Metcalf, he's not a halfback.
Nah.
But the way we said about Katoa frees up Nicarima.
Yeah.
Talk about freeing up. Metcalf's taking all the responsibility, all the pressure, and then look at Tavita.
Yeah.
Because everyone, bro, you know, like, what's crazy? Honestly. Like, did you rate him? But be honest, at the Titans, Aaron Clark.
No.
Literally,
He's a revelation.
he's bloomed.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah. But
He's so good.
Because that's everyone at the time.
And you know what's the best about this game? Because let's talk about the fucking Sharks. Dog shit. The Sharks are fucking dog shit. And the Warriors made them look like dog shit.
Yeah, they did.
Right? Adam Fanua-Blake. You left. Because I want to win a comp.
Yeah.
Compassionate
God.
Who went there, cuz? Who went there? And
God.
fucking blossomed their forward back. Scored a try too.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fisher Harris.
Fisher Harris.
Yes. Wow.
Who made a goal of his, obviously, to go head-to-head with Fanua
Head to
Blake.
head.
And he absolutely
And fuck
dominated.
me, did he dominate.
Oh my
Dominated.
God.
Bro, Fanua Blake had no role in at all.
No.
Couldn't push the defender off him to save his life.
Nothing.
His quick. They made a game plan around slowing him down, and it wasn't that hard. They done it like relatively easy.
Yeah.
And like you said, bro, Aaron Clark, bro,
Unbelievable.
Revelation.
Most-
If I've ever seen one.
probably most underrated sign. No,
It's
it is
the
the most
signing of
underrated
the
signing
year.
of
It's the signing of the
of the
year.
year and the most underrated
You
signing.
know what's
Yeah.
funny?
'Cause
He's
no
not
one
even.
spoke
He's
about
not
it.
even in contention for the fucking signing of the year.
No,
That's it,
because
because he's so
Yeah.
underrated. They fly that far.
he,
underrated.
by the time the end of the year comes and the fucking Warriors finish top 4,
I reckon he will.
he's signing
I reckon he will be.
He has to
because
be.
he's been so influential.
Yeah, he has.
So, and he's playing big minutes, bro.
How
The
much about
guy's a
60?
tank. This game, he played...
He's playing 65 to 80 minutes a
Yeah.
game.
50 minutes this game.
Yeah, well,
But,
it's
bro,
not
in
big
50 minutes, ran 170 metres. Fucking, how many tackles? 25 tackles, none missed. Like, the guy...
How many offloads?
Offloads.
Any offloads?
Surely, bro. The guys are... offload... If I can find it. 3 offloads.
Cause who's
Guys
the
are gone.
Who's the other bloke? Not Halasema, the other guy.
Let's-
Who, Vaimanga?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Wow,
Vaimanga,
what a
yeah.
game he
They
had.
had
too.
big raps on him.
Big game he had.
Big
too,
raps,
bro,
yeah.
wow.
And I think it was his first try of his career as well. He's a...
But
Bro,
yeah, fuck. What a...
I love that
Bro,
team.
Andrew Webster, bro. Like,
And I love Andrew
a lot of
Webster
people
well.
question his credibility.
Last season, yeah.
To come off a season, bro, anyone that comes off a shit season and can build your team, that's why Serrata's getting all the love now.
Yeah.
And that hopefully we'll see that for your team next year. But any team that goes on a high, then a low, very hard to get back up there.
100%.
Especially in this comp.
100%.
And bro, Webster deserves all the raps, bro.
100% he does.
Because when Penrith, the Wires signed him and you signed fucking Serraldo,
No one was talking about
no one was talking about Webster.
Yeah.
There was big conversations. Oh, Serraldo this, Serraldo
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then him in his first season, Webster
Top 4.
done what he done.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
4. Like you said, to fucking go down the next season, and now look what they're doing.
Building
Because
back up.
That's
Without Sean
that's a
Johnson.
rookie coach.
Kaz, but that's without Sean Johnson. His
Yeah.
first year without Sean Johnson.
Yeah, exactly.
This year.
Yeah.
Like, please remember a club where they lost their main playmaker and they fucker went better the season after. Thurston when he left. Because we're talking about Sean Johnson here. We're not talking about fucking
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Luke Brooks retired.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Jonathan Thurston left the Cowboys.
Reynolds left Rabbitohs.
Reynolds left Rabbitohs. My God, they're still recovering.
Kronk left the Storms.
Please.
They
They
didn't
haven't
go
won a comp
shit,
since.
but they didn't have
They haven't
won a
won a comp
comp, yeah.
since.
Yeah, literally.
Right? It's these players and the Warriors just went, we move on.
Yeah.
Next man up. Let's go.
Wow,
Yeah.
and he's a rookie coach, guys. 3rd season in.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's crazy, bro. 13.
Sharks are so poor. Where do the Sharks go to from here? I have no idea. Like, it gets from worse to worse. Kyle Hero is out.
Do we know how long?
I'm not sure.
Because it's a pack.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it's
I
coming
think
out
they're
yet.
usually 4 to 6, maybe.
Because I'm still waiting on the physio to come out and say,
Yeah, he hasn't
but
come
he hasn't
out.
said anything yet.
I
So,
Fuck the Sharks.
poor man.
We
Poor.
can't sit here and just chuck everything on Hines, bro. Like, this whole team from 1 to 17 went up for this game.
Literally.
At Shark Park, by the way.
Yeah, that's the only reason I said I think they'll win.
Yeah, and
Guys,
you know, I watched the game. I can't even tell you what the problem was. I feel like the Wild were just too strong.
It's not even no. But the effort plays.
What do you reckon? Tell me.
Effort, no effort. No effort. It looks
feel
like
like-
they've given up.
Yeah, but
But on what? I don't know. Like, the season's still there. You guys are still in the top 8. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm with Khaled. Like, I feel like the Waz just didn't give many opportunities.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
what I feel.
But at the same time, you conceded 40 points.
Yeah, that's true. That's massive. They lost
The
by
fucking
30.
40
What was it,
points.
40 to 10?
40 to 10. And you're a top 4 team.
Top 2 on fucking paper.
Yeah, they're for the past 3-4 years they've been a top 4 team.
Yeah, and we say they're the most balanced team, which I still agree.
They are, bro.
Most
They've
balanced
got
team in the comp.
Weapons everywhere.
But
Because
yeah.
that team can literally coach itself.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's one of those
it's
things.
still not
yeah.
happening.
I don't know, bro. I don't know where
Look, the easy thing to say is
where the
Hines
problem
played like
is.
dog shit, but it's not fair anymore. Like,
yeah,
come
but
on,
it wasn't
like,
just him.
You
Yeah.
can't even just target him because no one else showed up.
Yeah.
Like if you had the Trindles and whatever showing up, and it was Hines that was fucking up, then you can blame him.
Yeah.
But no one turned up,
yeah.
and it's been
but-
constant like that.
yeah. Hey, you know Trindle's bombs? He's fucking talented in that shit, bro.
Yeah.
When he kicks it up so high, but it lands just in the corner.
Yeah.
He
Trindle's
does that for
amazing.
fun.
Trindle's amazing kicking game.
Yeah, so
Amazing kicking.
he's got.
The big stat here. You want to talk about how good the Warriors were? They have the best completion rate this year.
yeah.
92% completion rate
Wow.
against the Sharks, and the Sharks
Wow.
completed at 85.
Which is high,
It is very high. But the Warriors, like you said, they just gave him no space.
and that's what wins your game. Completing your
Absolutely
sets
mopped
and
them.
fucking kicking
Well,
to it.
the meters.
Absolutely mopped them. Meters, 200 more to the Warriors.
Yeah, wow.
And possession was 51% to the Sharks.
Ugh.
They just ran amok, man. They ran amok, and the Sharks had no answers.
Yeah.
No answers. It was soft defense, honestly. What's the missed tackles? 31 missed tackles
I
to
reckon.
39.
I reckon 2 threes from now. Bro, Halasema
Yeah, he's good.
Is-
I don't think he'll stay there.
is. No,
Nah,
I reckon they'll hold on to him,
he's-
man.
he is.
But no one wants to stay at the Warriors. I know he's a Kiwi.
He's a
No,
Kiwi.
no.
He's a
When
New
they
Zealand
make him,
junior.
no.
Nah, they'll
When
stay.
Warriors want ya,
A lot of people.
They'll
when the
stay,
Waz
cuz.
want ya, that's their home forever. We've
They'll-
seen it over a few players. They're
They'll
key
stay.
players. Well, I reckon Halasema, Ali Leatua,
Yeah.
these sort of players,
Vaimanga,
Ramanga,
that's their future.
I reckon
It is. That's what
they'll
I
be
feel
there
like. The
forever.
Warriors. I feel like players go there to establish themselves, to make a name, and then someone else
No,
buys them. I
bro.
feel like that's how it's
Not
been
the
in
Kiwis.
history. Not the Kiwis,
Not the Kiwis.
but the club in general. That's
And
what's
K-Paul's
sad.
on his
about-
way out soon. K-Paul's what? He's 32, 33.
Yeah.
He's out.
I
That's
think he's younger.
no, he's 32, 33. And then you got we'll double check it just to make sure, right? I think that's what's his name spot right there. Just
I like him
Halasema.
off the bench, to be honest.
Halasema.
had the same spot
Just
right there.
the only problem is with Halasema is he's still very young,
Kelpoy,
but he got found out. He got found out in defense very quickly.
That's why I like him off the bench.
He did, but experience he'll learn.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. 3 years.
Yeah, he'll be. ready.
Halasema is going to be someone we talk about, and he's going to do this for fun.
God, I hope
Big
so.
meters.
I really hope so.
Yeah, no, I reckon he's got that ceiling.
I really hope so. All right, let's move on to the All Queensland Derby. The Broncos 44, the Titans 14. Fuck, we got that tip wrong.
Who did?
We all tipped Titans.
Did we?
Yeah, we all tipped Titans.
I was confident too.
Yeah, I was so confident. I had no
I
doubt.
think you
that-
J'd me up.
Yeah, we did.
I think we did.
We did. You wanted to go Broncos, but
Yeah.
anyway. 44-14. Broncos are back. No?
No.
This was Adam Reynolds' 300 game. They G'd up for it. They got up for it. That's it.
Well,
They
not
played in an unbelievable jersey.
There's-
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
that's the biggest highlight of this game.
I was going to say that. Literally the only highlight of this
I'm
game.
buying-
What a
I'm buying one.
sexy game.
I'm buying
Uh,
one, literally.
you
Like,
can't.
no, I'm buying one. What
But
do you
you
mean?
can't.
Why? Because Broncos?
Yeah.
No. I'm buying one. That's a sexy fucking
It is
jersey.
fucking unbelievable. We
I'm-
can't buy
Because-
one.
I don't have to wear it. I'm actually getting one. I'm not even joking. And I wear it on this show once.
Don't wear it.
Just to
Because
prove.
I feel like that jersey's made for like
Yeah,
like
sexy
rigs.
bodies,
Yeah.
ripped.
you need to have.
No,
like-
it's all black. Hide everything.
No, that's
no,
actually
but
true,
did you say
though.
fucking
It's
stags?
tight.
In there, bro?
It looks like-
Stags look like a
Yeah,
weapon.
they look
in
like
it.
venom.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
You
I'm not
can't, it
getting
can't be
anymore.
me, you, or him. Like
Yeah, I'm
wearing
not- I'm
a-
not buying
look
it.
like slouches in it.
What if I buy Shaker's massive built? I'll get it for Shaker.
Yeah. Him and his sleeper body.
Yeah.
Sleep all right.
Yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Reece Walsh was back for this game.
He was back
He looked
for this game.
very
this
good,
game.
but let's see how long it goes and let's see how long it lasts for.
It's always his comeback game where he makes a hype. And
He
blah, blah,
looked
blah.
very good. That try where he absolutely...
He stepped.
Who'd he step? I
stepped,
can't remember. But he took his ankles with him.
He did.
Philip Sami.
No.
Fillmore?
no. Oh, fuck, I can't
Film was on
remember.
the left.
Whoever it was, he absolutely...
That was
mopped him.
after him staying down and fucking holding his leg for 5 minutes.
Who was this?
Him,
Walsh, yeah.
Walsh, and then he comes out and just bob.
You want to know
mobs
what,
him.
if you want to know how easy this was for the Broncos, the fact that Welsh took the line on, stepped and scored, because that is such a that's like a 2002 to 2009 sort of try.
Yeah, just a
Literally.
step.
You
That's
can't
all.
just
Benji
step
Marshall's
and
era.
you can't just step and just run through the line like that. And he did it, and that's how that just shows you the level that these teams are on.
Of course, because it wasn't. Let's be real, we tipped the Titans, but there was never going to be a match. When the Broncos,
No, if the
I
Broncos
genuinely
are
thought they were
wrong-
going to win because
Yeah, but when the Broncos are on, they beat fucking every team in the comp.
They
When
beat-
they're on,
the team coming first.
right? Yeah, they literally it's like the line breaks 9-3, fucking unbelievable. Broncos ways.
Yeah.
Kick meters, fucking 200 more.
Yeah.
When it comes to kick meters, Adam Reynolds killed them. The defense, missed tackles, 40 missed tackles by the fucking Titans.
Yeah.
How
It's a
did
big,
Brimson
big
play, by
number.
the way? How did Brimson play this game?
He,
He had a HIA the week before. He was supposed to be out for 11 games.
no, they got that. They got the.
Yeah, how does he get how do you get an exemption?
I don't know,
You
but he
don't
pla-
get it checked out. You can do it with
Yeah.
every player.
Okay, and what?
He played good, by the way.
And they would check you for
built his body.
for concussion symptoms, and if you pass, you pass.
Yeah.
So why doesn't everyone just do it?
They do. A lot of teams do.
And
But you have a doctor at the club who'll tell you if you should go for it or not. But no, not much to say here. Honestly, the Titans are fuck, man. They're in a rut.
Well, Katoni Staggs picked on him. He showed up
Yeah,
like
but
he does
So that
for
was
3
his best
games
game
of
all
the year.
season.
Well, he's gonna have 2 more left this year.
one more.
One more because
Yeah.
it's in the midway. Yeah.
Yeah, one more.
He has 3 good games of the season,
Yeah.
and he shows up against weaker teams.
Yeah, that's
We've seen
standard.
it what he does against, especially against Queensland teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like fuck Titans, bro. Like you said.
I feel
Well,
bad for him because
Hasler's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
of
All
course.
reports, Hasler's gone.
yeah, well, he's got a clause in his contract. You know that.
If they can't make that, he's out.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
And mathematically, if he can't, he's automatically out.
Well,
So
I
he's
don't.
gone.
I don't think they should get rid of him.
I do.
But who do you get in? That's the problem.
Just anyone else. Just change up this. Just change it
Yeah,
up.
but they've changed up how many? They've been. I think when
They
I was
have.
looking, it was 4 coaches in the past 6 years.
Because since they've been in the comp, they've had the most coaches from when they started to now.
Yeah,
Look,
well, the
that's
last
crazy.
2 was Holbrook and
Holbrook,
Hasler,
Hasler.
and before that I can't remember.
I
Scott
think
Prince.
that stat was full of shit then.
They
Who
should
was
probably
the
sign Scott Prince, eh?
As a coach,
Because they might as well try it.
get the band back, Benji.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know, bro. It's poor.
Fodawaker's pissing
I don't
me
know
off.
why he
Hey.
moved Jaden Campbell from fullback to to halfback. He killed it last week at fullback.
Who did he put Brimson back
He
there?
played Brimson back there.
They need Kenny, bro. They're dying for
They
Kenny.
really do need Kenny, but I don't know why. Because fucking, how good was Campbell 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
He was on fire, and it's a losing team, yes, but he played so well. Why
and
would
he
you
does,
move him?
and he does when he's back there.
Why would you move him? That made
But
no
this is the
sense to me.
Titans. They haven't.
Well, that's
Like-
their biggest
And
problem.
honestly,
They keep chopping and changing.
saying all this, honestly, the Broncos, I honestly think they only fired up because it was Adam Reynolds' 300th game and they made it a big deal.
Because it's
That's
easy
it.
to fire up against the Titans.
Yeah, but that's
Like,
it.
so to say, it's very easy to fire up against Titans.
But that's the only reason I
I
reckon
mean,
they
do
won.
that against the Storms, Panthers.
Because if there was a team you'd scrap from the rugby league for like just never showing up, it'd be the Titans. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
And like,
It's poor, bro. And they've had some good teams, cuz I feel like it's just...
Because the Tigers have had 3 spoons in a row, and you still get rid of the Titans out of the comp before the Tigers. That's when you know it's rough.
I think you can't just have a. You can't have a team near Calvary Street.
Can we have?
Calvary Ave, sorry. Honestly,
They're a bit far.
because they have some decent players. But what the fuck happens to them when they go there?
The Sheila's hot and I want to fuck him.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
But fuck, they're missing something. But they just need a halfback.
That's what I think. But would it really fix everything?
It won't,
for-
but
for-
just-
Like, where the fuck's David Fafita?
yeah,
Oh, isn't he still out for injury?
Oh, yeah,
he's not in. He's probably at the Perth Bears right now training
Yeah, maybe.
because he's gone.
Yeah, oh
Surely.
yeah, definitely.
If you ever want to get rid of not get rid of it. If you ever want a player to leave your club, just keep on like this, and Tenner will be out of here in 2
I
years.
swear to God.
Oh, he's already looking at the
That-
Bears too.
Yeah, just give all the money to Fortawaka because he's the shittest forward in this comp. I don't give a fuck what anyone tells me. Make him captain.
He's poor.
Invest in him.
How's he the shittest if he's your starting prop?
I think and you know my opinion about him when Queensland. I reckon he's the laziest. Hold on, bro. I feel sorry for Tina. Oh, bro, Fortawaka pisses me off, bro. I can go on forever.
Yeah, anyway. We move on. Raiders 36, the Rabbitohs 12. The Raiders turning it on in Josh Papala's 300 and...
Who?
Josh Papali's?
Papali'i.
Papili. 300 and what game? 316?
319.
319th game. Breaking the record for the Raiders. But what a fucking way to do it. I'm gonna go
What a
straight
fucking
into
game,
it.
because the bloke had a fucking stellar game.
Best game.
God.
Best game ever.
In a
It looked
long,
like it.
long
I
time.
think it
In a
was.
long, long time.
Because this guy's had 319 games in the front fucking row.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because that's outstanding.
That is, how do you get... That's crazy.
And he takes a conversion like he's been doing it his whole life.
Yeah.
Because when he scored that try, I'm like, wow. Just rugby league sometimes, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Who writes this script?
it's unbelievable, right?
This was
Sometimes it doesn't. Like Ezra Mem getting picked for Queensland, but it's another story. But in this situation, it completely made sense.
Oh,
He scored a double.
Because if
He
there
hasn't
was,
scored a double since 2016.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
yeah, he hasn't. And bro, if there was a team I'd support besides the Waz, it'd be the Raiders.
Yeah, I think everyone.
Because I'm on that bandwagon. Because I'm just supporting everyone but my team at this point. Because they're so good to watch. I
Yeah, the
fucking
Raiders
love
are
them.
fantastic.
And they were down 12-0.
12-0
They
again.
love to play from behind.
Yeah,
cuz.
again.
This is the sexiest team to watch right
It was
now.
12-6 at half time. Fuck me dead. And then when the conversion got kicked and the camera goes to Ricky.
Was he crying? He was crying.
It's either he was crying or laughing.
Well, he's not crying. Oh, I feel like I almost cried.
I couldn't believe it. I started cheering him. I was like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, no,
Well, Papa
I
Lee.
was watching it alone, bro. Wow. I
So
screamed the
good.
house down.
It was so good. And then he kicked the goal, like you said, like he's done it.
Fuck, he curved it.
How good was
The way
it?
he set himself up.
Yeah, it was
Fuck,
full
wow.
professional.
Proper slotted it through the middle.
It would have been good if he was kicking goals for him at a prop. Imagine that, goal kicking prop.
Was
Super
there ever?
coach. Well,
Yeah.
goal
not
kicking
a prop, a back rower.
No, you had, what's his name from the Broncos? Queenslander, Corey Parker.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking
You had
about,
Craig Fitzgibbon back in the day.
But never a prop.
No, never a prop. Takiaho for the
Yes,
Roosters.
yes.
He kicked it, yeah.
He
yeah.
kicked it sometime, but he
No,
was
he was their goal kicker. When
He
he was
was-
on,
he
he
was
used to be
in.
their
was
goal
he?
kicker.
Because I know he
Yeah.
was a full-time goal kicker at Super League.
No. When he was playing on the field, he was their goal kicker.
Yeah.
When it's sub off, someone else will take it. Anyway, fuck. Where do you start with this Raiders team? Fucking very unfortunate. Tamale, who's been on fire all year, been on absolute fire. Knee injury.
Broken.
Broken.
What?
Broken what?
No, his kneecap. I'm
No
pretty sure.
way.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a bad injury.
Well, when did this
Out for
happen?
10 to 12 weeks.
I watched his game.
He came
It
off
happened,
early.
14th minute. It happened very early.
Came off early.
So who replaced him?
They pushed
Chris?
to the wing,
Because
and,
Chris is
and then the
centre.
second
and
row.
Sasangi played centre.
Yeah.
Chris to the wing and Sasangi
Fuck,
played centre.
Sasangi had a good game.
He had a
Killed it.
solid, killed
He
it.
fucking killed
Wow, I didn't know that.
it. Sasangi ran for 200 metres.
What?
Four tackle busts, 2 line breaks, a line break
Oh,
assist.
what a game.
12
Is
tackles.
he- what, is he
Sasangi
only-
is a gun.
Is he only 19?
No,
Yeah,
surely
he
not.
debuted last year.
There
Debuted
is no
last year
way he's
mid-season.
19. No, he's born 2001. It's fucking old. It's 14.
14?
24. 20 I forgot to add
Quick
10.
man.
24. I forgot to add 10.
What the
It's 24. How's 2001 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like 14.
Yeah, literally.
2001. Well, anyway.
Cuz, wow, what a game he had.
Yeah,
what a
he
game
killed
they
it.
all had. I know they started off slow. Tamale injury sort of helped, to be fair. Because Sasangi out there.
How good is Ethan Strange?
He's, bro,
How
2 tries.
good
2
was he?
tries.
Please, I benched him on Supercoach.
And he's quick, bro.
He's a fucking rocket.
Like the players like Ethan Strange, KO Weeks, Xavier Savage, fuck, they're just quick, bro.
Tamale.
Tamale's
Bro, they're
quick.
rockets.
They just look quick.
Because you know
So
when
fast.
He's an ex-Dragons junior as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
he debuted against the Raiders last year. And he went to him
for
this
the Dragons.
he was with you guys last year.
Yeah.
80 your coach.
yeah.
What a
It's
shit
team
coach, wallah.
Because
Anyway.
you know, I say in the next 2 to 3 years, Dragons when they bleed their youngins through, they're gonna have a gun side, like they're gonna be contenders, right?
Yeah.
The Raiders in the next 2 to 3 years are gonna be
Yeah.
fucking contenders.
Yeah, well, 'cause
they
Stuart-
already are now, but they will be in the next
cuz,
coming
Stuart's
years.
the only one of the very few coaches that backs his youth.
His youth,
Yeah.
yeah. And you can tell. You can tell.
Shane Flanagan's doing that now. You can see it. He
Yeah,
does
yeah,
all the
I
time.
love
He's back,
that
he's
he
back in
does
the
that,
juniors,
yeah.
but their juniors,
Yeah.
you can see him coming through now. Every one of them just loves playing rugby league, and they have that dog in them, and
No,
they will
they're
be
guns,
contenders
bro.
for the next 4 or 5 years easy.
They are, surely. They are. All right. This story was literally, it was the first half was very well fought. I think the Rabbitohs played fantastic. I think Latrell Mitchell was great. But the second half, the Raiders took it away. And I don't care who the Raiders were playing this game.
Oh, yeah.
They were winning.
Oh,
Yeah,
easily.
yeah, yeah.
For Papali'i, they were winning 100%. And it was just great to see again. You can't write this shit, right? Fucking fantastic. I was so happy for him. Good
You
on the
love to
Raiders.
see it, come on.
Yeah, it was amazing. We move on to such a good game. The West Tigers versus the Penrith Panthers. 14 points to 18. We said it was going to be a whitewash. We were wrong.
Yeah, literally. As they came out and wanted to kill each other.
Yeah, it was so good. And fucking Luai came out like to prove a point.
Yeah, this was
He
fun
played
to watch.
so well. It was very fun to watch. I do think, I hate saying it, but I think decisions paved the way for the Panthers to win.
I don't think they fully deserve that win.
Yeah, I think there was so many soft calls. In particular, the kick, the tackle on what's his name?
Cleary.
No, Talangi. That's by Luai.
Ah, yeah, he got
Yeah.
yeah.
Because off that penalty they scored, and at the end of the day they won by 4.
What was that again?
Because Talangi kicked it and they penalised him for kicking it, like making contact. while he
Running
was in
with
the
the
air.
into the leg. No,
No, that's kicker.
Ah.
Yeah, no, he tackled him in the air.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah.
He was his foot was still planted on the floor.
Yeah.
It was a fucking lovely hit. And Luai was even saying, "Let me challenge it," and they would have let him do it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I remember
was
now.
fucking
Yeah.
rubbish.
He said you can't challenge it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it was absolute rubbish.
It's one of those games, bro. Like,
I don't want to take away from how good this game was, but that call
yeah,
pissed me off.
it's just one of those games, bro. Where Tigers fans keep your head up high.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
fucking what a showing. And
Yeah.
those Penrith boys, bro, Luai, Tsuruva,
Turuva
Bizza,
had a great game.
Cleary, they made a, obviously there was some personal goals
Yeah,
there
of course. It was-
to put on each other. They done it, bro. Luai put some good hits on Cleary, bro.
Can't
Yeah,
shut him
bro.
down every time. I feel like Cleary was non-existent in this
Yeah.
game, to be fair.
I don't think he was, but I think the other team, the other players just showed up.
Yeah.
And fuck, what a good game by both teams.
Battle of the West cars, it's always a
Honestly,
fucking
and Tigers look good.
They do, man.
Tigers look good.
Tigers do look good. I like
Yeah.
Tony Suka.
Yeah.
It was his first. I think it's his first start, but like,
Oh, he's played, yeah.
yeah, if it's not his first start, it's his first start like in a regular, normal season
Yeah.
day game. He looked really good.
Yeah.
He looked really good. Very safe. How many tackles did he make? He made 29 tackles, 0 missed.
Dude, that's
And he's against the
excellent.
Panthers
That's
on an
exactly-
edge.
Lebanese brethren.
Yeah, I think he was fantastic. And the Panthers, they played well. They played well. They played fantastic.
Because of the
actually.
Panthers, they
Yeah.
play good.
They played fantastic, especially like you said. Clear was non-existent.
Literally.
That
I
was-
captained him on fucking Supercoach. He's
Yeah, I captained him as well.
shafted me.
Right, it was. The tries came from the back line. Thomas Jenkins scoring a hat trick.
Wow.
Right,
He could have had 5, by the way.
was it a hat trick?
Yeah, he had a hat trick, but he could have scored 5.
Oh, he scored a hat trick. That's right.
Yeah.
And
There was that one fucking pass he just threw it to no one.
yeah, Casey McLean got 2 try assists.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
We
he's
started-
passing.
We started this episode with lives by the motto of "Thou shalt not pass."
Yeah.
He's throwing it out the window, and look at that. You pass, you win.
He's kicking, he's passing, he's doing it all.
Just get it out of your hands.
Well, that whole left edge has gone better.
It has. And Talangi gaming, like every week,
No,
he's getting more
better.
comfortable.
He's
Yeah.
getting
He's
better.
getting more comfortable. And Talangi's a gun. We seen him
Oh, yeah, of course.
last year with the Eels. What
Yeah,
do
of
you do?
course.
I was just thinking
Yeah.
of something.
He calculated something else.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, great game. Again, I hated the fact that I do think it got down to decisions, but that's so stupid. Like, that decision was so stupid.
I feel like half the games in rugby league are getting like determined from decision.
Yeah, but like penalties, of course, usually if your fucking penalties are on your side, you're going to win the game.
Yeah.
Right? But fucking, he done nothing wrong. It was an amazing hit. He put pressure on the kicker like he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like
Let him
we
challenge
want.
it.
Yeah, I don't know what
Like,
the fuck.
all right, if you're going to blow the penalty, it looks bad, whatever. But let the man challenge it.
was
If he's
fucking
confident enough to challenge it, he either loses the challenge or he gets it right.
Absolute
There's no
rubbish.
in
I hated
between.
that, but
But in other situations, you see that the clock feels like it went for a minute, then a team challenges it, and you're just saying like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
what's happening?
They've watched the whole thing on a video.
Yeah, the replay started.
You know what? Let's challenge it. Unless you're the Dragons,
Well,
they challenge it before
happened
they
in
check
Origin.
anything.
It happened in Origin, where the
Yeah.
replay went on.
We were literally we were talking
Yeah.
and like it's not like it was quick.
Yeah, no.
Like
It was-
everyone was hanging
Well,
out.
arguing about why he didn't challenge it.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's when you're watching it on TV, you get the ads that they're getting on the state. Like you get the replay as the people in the stadium get it. So the players are watching
Yeah.
when you're watching it at home, and then you
Yeah.
hear in the background, "Oh, you want to challenge?" Toot, 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 toot. I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah,
The hell
what's
just
going on
happened?
here? The bloke just watched the
But
whole
then
video.
this bloke's saying challenge straight away. No, you can't challenge anymore.
Yeah, well,
What are you doing?
Doesn't make
Right?
sense.
Thomas Jenkins, back to him, right? Because his performance wasn't just tries.
Yeah, well, he's been good all year. I reckon.
Five line breaks, 253 run meters. The guy missed no tackles. He was on absolute fire.
yeah, he's strong too.
Ab-
cunt.
yeah,
See what he done to River, bro? He flattened him.
Yeah. Oh, when he hit him?
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, which another player that played good was Turuva.
Turuva,
But
very
bro,
well.
Jenkins he's built
Very
very
weak.
dense, very
Yeah.
strong. He looks
Weak.
very
He's
strong.
compact.
He is,
no-
but he's not. He's tall.
yeah, he's tall, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's got small waist.
He looks
He's
very
got no
like
ass.
rock. He looks like Clark Kent a bit.
Who?
Yeah, I'm
Clark
telling you, he's
Kent?
compact.
Yeah.
Like he's
Relax.
tall, but he's compact in. Like
Do you know what I'm talking about? He looks like rock solid.
yeah, he does.
He looks like fucking.
Well, you can tell he's from the way he flattened to River. When he
I reckon
ran
I'll
over.
fucking fold him if he runs at me.
But anything you're
George
following
Rose, make it
is a
happen.
fucking beef taco. Yeah,
I do love me my soft shell tacos, mate.
I love it, mate.
I love
Just
soft
want to
shell
go after
tacos.
this. You get this?
No, shut your
I'm
mouth. Anyway, the
Castle.
Panthers, good on them. They keep marching up the ladder. They actually jump the Tigers with that win. They move up to 13th. Sorry, Tigers drop down to 14th. They are now 1 point behind the Dragons.
What are the Dragons on?
The Dragons
14.
are
We're 11th,
11th,
14 point.
11th on 14 points. So they're on 14 points and so are the Dolphins. So from
Which is
7th,
8.
from 7th to 12th, all on 14 points.
So you're in the 8.
Technically.
Yeah, basically they're equal 8.
Good.
We move on to
What do you mean? We're deep in the 8.
the Bulldogs 30, the Parramatta Eels 12. The debut of Lachlan Galvin. It stole all the headlines.
Nah.
Who, Mohamed Salah?
Yeah.
Fuck, I haven't seen that in a long time, actually.
Is that wrestling?
No,
Nah, it's
Suarez. Anyway, debut of Lachlan Galvin. It took up all the headlines. Doggies fans were excited. Oh, God. I have not stopped smiling since yesterday, I swear to God. I've watched the highlights of that game
Oh,
6-7 times.
it's actually embarrassing. every
I
time
sat down
watch
at
it.
work today and watched it on my laptop.
Do you do that, or are we weird?
I'll watch it once, maybe, if it's a fucking
Nah,
cracking game.
I think
But it was the Parramatta Eels.
No, I don't care.
I've
Galvin.
watched.
I mean, but that's probably why he's
I've watched 3 highlights on
Galvin's the only
KO
reason I watched it.
and
Wow.
2 on channel. I watched it 5 times.
Yeah,
Cuz it's scary what that bloke can do for you guys, cuz, oh my God, that 20 minutes shaped up your attacks
No,
so
fuck
much.
off. No, let's
Shut
start
your
this
mouth.
from the start because this was a fucking excellent game.
we played.
Because Eels came to fucking win,
yeah, bro. The Eels
First
played
40 minutes?
Yeah.
No, even the whole game.
Yeah, I
The whole game.
Until 60th minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's when we took over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and
That's when Galvin came on, cunt.
Astaghfirullah. Anyway, I was going to look for just then. That's when Galvin came on.
Yeah.
Changed the game.
Oh, what did I just say, you fuckwit?
Sorry, yeah, because I wasn't listening. I had another line in my head. I'm like, let me not say that. God, how good is Galvin? How good's Galvin?
Cuz, and I didn't mind the way they
Yeah.
played him either.
Yeah, you know, 2 weeks ago he was shit.
Oh, he was rubbish.
Yeah,
He was so
dog
overrated
shit.
2 weeks ago.
He was
Very
the most
rough.
overrated
Very
teenager
rough.
in the world.
Young. But this whole Doggies team, from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
start to finish, was fucking. We look good. it was came to play, bro.
Yeah, they did.
Like we seen there. Hey, Junior Polo was running amok in the middle.
He had arguably one of his best games of the season.
Yeah, well, yeah, he has a good, pretty good season anyway. But fuck, the pressure we put on him, man.
Unbelievable.
They just broke and they had nothing left to give.
It was unbelievable. We beat them round 2 this year, right?
Yeah.
It was like 14 something, wasn't it?
We
Yeah, it was
beat
close.
them,
It
if
was
I can
close.
find it.
Let's go to round 2.
I think it was like-
No, round 3. We beat them 16 points to 8.
Yeah.
That was without Moses,
Yeah.
right? That was the game that Paul Lomax had 41 hit-ups or some shit.
Yeah.
41 runs. Yeah.
Yeah. This game they had basically their full team, right? Minus a few players.
They
in there.
did. Well, why-
Yeah.
They did have.
If you think about it, there might be someone. Oh, they're
No,
missing
but they're taking players out, so I reckon they did.
Yeah. They had their full team, and this is a team that when they're at their best, Parramatta,
Yeah.
they're maybe close to, if not a top 8 team. And we absolutely killed them. I think this performance, was the best of the season. I swear to God. You know why I think that? Our attack, when it clicked, we ran with it, and we know what we're doing. Our game plan is we're going to tire you out. At the end of the game, we're mopping you.
It's known, yeah.
Right? We done that. We just stuck to the game plan. It worked. They scored 2 tries. One was an intercept, right? And one was
In the middle, a little ruck play. It was from Dylan Walker.
and
Dylan Walker.
through when we were,
It
when we
was
were
an
down a
offload.
player, and we were
Offload.
down a player.
We were down.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
We were
player.
down a player, right? That was the only 2 tries they scored. Other than that, they done fuck all,
Yeah.
nothing.
But
And this is-
they defended.
They
like
really
crap.
That's what
they
I'm
did.
saying. So they stayed in the game.
Yeah, they did. They defended
They
their
wanted
hearts
this
out.
game.
But it's what the Bulldogs do. Keep defending. We're not
Yeah.
gonna stop. And we just kept going.
Dogs' fitness is out of this world. I feel like, but their line speed in the first half was very rough.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't need to defend anything.
No, not really.
We didn't have to defend
Yeah.
anything. That's the thing. Like,
Bro, like, it was such a good game. And we thought, like, oh, we're going to win. We thought, how could this get better? The atmosphere was off its nut, first of all.
yeah, it was very good.
Can you hear it through your TV?
Yeah.
When Gavin came on, did you
Yeah,
hear the
of
roar?
course. Yeah.
It was
amazing.
deafening.
Yeah. It
Amazing.
would have been obviously louder where
It was
you were, but
amazing.
it's heard through the TV.
That's I reckon that's as perfect as a debut
Yeah,
you want in a
100%.
player with that much headlines on him.
Yeah.
That much pressure. Bro, not Channel 9, Fox League. The whole week.
about
Week. Put so much pressure on this kid.
Because the whole game, they panned to him like 500 times before he came
Yeah.
on. On
Yeah,
the
did
TV.
they? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said it on the big
that's
screen.
right. To do what he done, the way you said before we started recording, you said how he shaped up our attack.
Yeah.
In the matter of 20 minutes.
Yeah, crazy.
Was fucking so obvious.
Crazy. And he plays his Katoa square.
That's exactly what he
Square,
done.
because he came up. His first touch, he ran at the line past the
Yeah,
last second.
and he was
to a
getting that
forward.
ball to Burden.
And
When
then-
Burden had that ball, he had so much space.
Right, when the kick out try.
Yeah, the kick out try.
Started with
Galvin.
Galvin at first receiver.
Straightened
Yeah.
up.
Burden wrapped late. He's square at the line, finds Burden. Burden squares it up as well.
Yeah.
Which brings in all the defenders.
And then
Gives
the
another ball.
Gives it
Tracy.
to Tracy.
Fuck.
You know,
Tracy.
Tracy's fuck me there. I'm in love with this team.
Yeah.
Bro, plays from this before. You watched the game, yeah?
Yeah.
Name one player who didn't do their job.
Yeah.
Because all of them. Literally.
It
all
was
of
such a perfect performance. Honest
was.
to God, I
I
was
would-
so
I
them.
happy.
Even Reid Marnie, you couldn't fault
Reid
him.
Marnie was good.
Yeah.
He was good. You
He
couldn't
was
fault
very
him.
good in the middle.
But
Right?
I like the way they fucking bring Galvin on.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Sexton
how
going to the
do you-
half.
Yeah, how do you feel about
Dummy half?
hooker? Yeah.
It
Yeah.
worked.
Because I liked it.
I said that
when
And
they
he
came
looked
off.
good as a hooker.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? In the press conference, Serrado was like, it was a last second thing.
Or he didn't know. Even Sexton didn't
Sexton's
know.
like,
Yeah.
when Galvin ran on, he's like, oh, you're playing hooker now. He goes, what? He goes, you're playing hooker.
Yeah, he
Fuck,
didn't
that
know.
makes me sad, but I feel sorry for him, man.
I
But
know, but Sexton, honestly, what a professional. Like, how the fuck aren't there teams lining up out the door for this bloke?
yeah.
Oh, they would
How,
be.
There has to be.
There would
there-
be.
surely he's
Hey,
got so many
Sexton goes to
skills.
hooker, by the way. Fucking does a good job at hooker.
Yeah, I know.
Gives them beautiful
Sexton,
service.
and that's
A very beautiful service.
Guys, imagine
And he
that-
can defend.
Imagine
Yeah.
that's you. You're. Let's say you're a Sparky, right? And you're like, hey, within 3 weeks, we're not gonna need you.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fucking care?
I'll probably take the rest of the 3 weeks off.
I get it.
Yeah, literally. I probably won't
Lick
go
my
back.
balls.
Won't
This
go
guy
back.
comes out as his best game of the year.
Yeah.
Sexton was so good for us.
You can have him in contention as 14. If you put Bailey Hayward as a hooker.
Nah. But
then,
if
man-
anyone has to, you know what we saw.
Man started as a lock.
Yeah, but when Salmon comes,
Fuck him off.
He has an obsession with Salmon.
Fuck him all.
He's got an
No,
obsession
look,
with him.
look. Because in that 20 minutes, Gavin looked so natural.
Of course.
And it really looked more of a 6 than Burden, or as a 7 than Burden has ever looked,
100%.
right?
Oh, of course.
100%.
And before when Billy was on, I told you Gavin can play 7. You said no. And I told you he's not a 7 now.
We were
But if
talking
anyone
about,
can
you
mold
know, this was when we were talking about Luai going to the Tigers. And
Luai going to Tigers.
when Luai went to the Tigers, and we're like, where the fuck's Luai going to play, halfback or 5'8"? And you
Was it
brought up
this
the... No, this was last year. When
No, when Billy was on now, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I'm talking about... I don't know if you remember this conversation we had last year.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, bro, you're like... Why would you move Luai out of 5'8", the best 5'8" in the comp?
Yes.
You moved Galvin to halfback.
Yes.
This is back then you said it.
Okay.
And you brought it up again when Billy
Did
was
I?
here. Yes, I full remember it. Proceed, yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. That's scary. What I was trying to say is he's not a halfback right now.
Yeah.
But if any
can
player
mold it.
can mold himself into a halfback, and he's still young, because
Yeah.
usually you can't really mold into a halfback later in your years. He's still so young. Why not? And he is. No, if he's at the Bulldogs, he's a halfback.
Yeah.
He can't play anything else.
You think it'll take him long to become a halfback, a proper halfback?
No.
Because
not at
I feel
all.
like he's that natural of a fucking player.
Yeah.
He'll do it overnight.
Yeah.
He's that... Wallah, he's so good. The biggest worry was him coming and ruining the culture.
Yeah.
It was never his playing talent. Because you know he can play.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way they celebrated with him...
No,
not a
I don't
problem.
think that was ever going to be an issue.
But I know, it was a
I'll
talking
tell you
point.
what, yeah, it's the media, it's Fox Sports agenda against Gus Gould.
Yeah.
They pushed that in, how's it going to be on the culture of the Bulldogs? Cuz you think they wouldn't have sat down with the fucking leaders of that team
No, of course.
and sat down and said, what do you think of getting Lockie Galvin? You think they didn't talk to Crichton?
Did you see the first person that celebrated with him?
Crichton
Was
jumped
Crichton was
on
the
him.
first person there, yeah.
Honestly, you think they wouldn't have sat down and spoken to Crichton? But they're fucking full of shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking Buzz Rothfield and his hatred for Gould.
Buzz.
Suck a dick, Buzz.
Old cunt.
Anyway, your outstanding performances. I think our best player was Matt Burton by far.
Yeah,
he
Matt-
had his best game in a blue and white jersey.
Why?
I don't
Because
care
he was,
what anyone
he was
says.
running.
Yeah, but it was the first half as well. He was so good.
Yeah, he was good. He was the
So
best player on the
good,
field.
yeah.
Best player on the field.
Kurt Mann,
Yeah.
how did he keep getting better?
I
Well,
just
he's
said the
in-
try he set up, I ate him that.
Well, he's in Origin. That's
Honestly. I said it on the vlog again, if it's on the channel right now. I said this is exactly why he got picked for Queensland.
Yeah.
The guy got the ball and nothing was doing.
yeah.
Dummy stepped off his left straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, and it looked so good.
Crazy. And then just to sprinkle that last finishing touch. Galvin, the 73rd minute scores.
Yeah, off what? Off Carras carrying
Ca-
5 defenders.
how does he
he
fucking
offloads
get his
it.
hand
There was a
out?
bee's dick of space between him and the touchline.
But you know what's crazy as well? Tracy was fully sitting there expecting it.
Waited for it. No, then not just that. Curran is not flat-footed. Curran's waiting for the ball.
You know who the only one was that was flat-footed?
Who?
Galvin.
Yeah, because
No,
He's never-
have you seen it? He turned around.
Yeah,
he was looking
turned around
behind
and
him.
started
he was calling for the left side
And
to set
everyone
up.
else is still... It's like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
But I love
You're not
that-
the Tigers anymore, mate. You're not the Tigers.
I love that you bring that up. Gavin, just come on. He's looking at the left side, like trying to set up the left side,
Yeah.
like relax. You don't got to do all that.
Yeah.
Like take your runs, pass the ball when you need to. But the fact that he's setting up, just the confidence this kid brings, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you had that one-on-one interview with, I can't remember who it was. One of the Wadler.
Yeah.
The confidence, bro, he's speaking with. We know it wasn't all him. It was his manager.
Yeah, that was
But,
that interview
like,
was scripted.
Well, of course, but the way he just speaks, like you
He
believe him.
He makes you believe.
Yeah.
It makes you believe him, and the kid's 19 years old, bro. Like to tell Sexton,
I was gonna say to come on and tell you the halfback.
get a
go
hooker.
over there. Fuck off.
Go play hooker. It's actually sad. I feel sorry for Sexton.
imagine he said that to one of the old school boys. They would have said, "Go fuck yourself, bro."
Yeah, bro. That's a different story, but it's different times.
But
Like-
that's orders from the coach too.
100%.
Yeah,
then,
but like back then, it would have been like, go tell Critter to tell him.
Yeah, literally.
You don't fucking run on.
He
and
ran
tell
on. He's like,
Sexton.
"Hella,
yeah. and then
get out of my path."
and what hurt me, bro, is like the after the win song, the team song, the camera pans on Reid Marnie. Reid Marnie's always gone crazy.
Yeah,
Was he quiet?
He was like.
yeah.
Like,
It was the
It was
least.
so
enthused
obvious
I've
he's
ever
hurt.
seen him.
He's hurt. He came out and said on the interview, by the way, like he didn't deny everything they said. He wasn't denying it.
Yeah.
He was saying, "Yeah, like it's the team's choice. What do I do?" Like he's sort of telling people, "Look, I'm upset,"
Yeah.
but
But what do
not
you do?
unprofessionally. Just at the end of the day, because he's a professional.
What do you do? You expect that the team's flying
Yeah,
high,
and-
the culture, the love those all of them have for each other. It's got to hurt. That's like me telling you, all right, Khalid, I know we'll have to do this podcast, but
I'll get hurt.
next week you're gone.
I would get hurt.
Would you come tomorrow and film
Yeah.
an episode?
I probably would, knowing me, but,
Yeah, but you wouldn't be happy.
He'd be hurt.
I'll be cut.
He'd be
Yeah,
hurt.
I'll be cut.
Anyway, I'm going to go through some stats because I want to talk about how good this performance was from Doc. 60% possession to 40%. 90% completion rates. 90. That's the best we've had all year. Run meters, 2,200 to 1,300.
Wow.
We absolute line breaks 6-2. Tackle breaks, 38 tackle breaks to
Oh, yeah, we
26.
dominated.
We absolute 16 offloads to 6.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. It was absolutely unbelievable. I thought it was our best performance of the year. And wow, man, I'm
You know who
so
goes
excited.
unsung, bro? Montoya.
Yeah, he
He had a
does.
fucking
And a lot
solid
of fans don't like him.
He's solid game,
A lot of
bro.
Doggies fans don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know why.
What-
Because he does the fucking shit that no one else wants
Yeah,
to
we
do.
were scared. We were scared of him, me and you, though.
Yeah, but that's because of
It
flashbacks.
was a culture thing, yeah. And it was like, the way he used to play and whatever. And he showed a glimpse of that in the first few games.
Yeah.
But now, the
Well,
cunt's a
well.
fucking defending machine.
Defending machine and does the shit no one wants to do.
Whoever
bro.
goes past him isn't going past
Pass
him.
him. Who do you have fucking counting his ribs?
No, even if you go.
Oh my God, what a hit. On Penasini.
No, Sean Russell, I think it was.
Penasini.
Was it Penasini?
It was Penasini.
Oh, what a
He
hit.
Had him
absolutely
counting his ribs because he lost
fucked
them.
him.
Oh, wow.
What a hit.
Yeah, it was solid.
That's a solid
Should have
hit.
seen it on the TV, bro. He
Anyway,
flattened.
oh my God. Anyway,
Once again, it was a good game, bro. Fucking what a rival.
fantastic.
And,
Fantastic. Roosters had the bye, and that's it for the episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Please, in the comment section below, everything we spoke about today, let us know your thoughts. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Description below, find our socials, TikTok, Instagram. We've been uploading a lot
wicked,
more.
bro.
Make sure you're following, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Into the fire!